some money, you're gonna feel different.
Straight up.
You might even, all that other advice I could have gave you, this is the short version. You know, get you a couple dollars, man. You're gonna feel different.
Net hustle. Big shout out to SPI, Spotter Low. You know, I'm in the black box. Had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned. All that.
The gratitude is the attitude. Show is a blessing. To be back in the black box, we blow us a session on my mama. To all you male queerdos who get uncomfortable when you see shoulders, I apologize. You should click off down. It's hot in this month. Not even quite summer, because I can't imagine what the summer is going to be like. This is an old clip off of Cam Capone, off the back, the homie. For extra, speaking on how non-affiliates get treated in the county jail, and I chose to react to this because I think I briefly shared with you all a story of a non-affiliate that is associated with me, a loved one. I had yet to meet him, but a homie of mine reached out on his behalf because he was a non-affiliate. He was in the county jail with 4 extras, and this energy that we've heard 4 extras express toward non-affiliates was kind of like facing my homie Peoples. He was a young cat. He wasn't no buster. He was in there for whatever he was in there for. He reached out to me, asked me, just think about the cool race. Niggas think I'll be happy. He asked me, do he think I could reach out to 4 extras while incarcerated, appeal to 4 extras to be lenient and gracious toward what he called his nephew. I know his name, but I ain't gonna put the youngster out there. If he ever want to tell his own story, that's on him. Or the person that called. I will say though, I found out after the fact it was my lifelong friend, partner for Fine Trey Avalon, Gian. I didn't even know that then. I did it on behalf of the homie from 6 Deuce, East Coast, that called me. So I tapped in with Lupe. Lupe just happened to tell me she just hung up with 4 extras. He was scheduled to call back very shortly. I asked her to make sure if he could please be considerate that was my peoples in there. Don't bang. I know he got some swag to him because truly doesn't bang. Please give him a pass. To my shock and pleasure, 4 extras tapped right back in. I guess he had called Lupe right back like she expected. She delivered my message. She tapped in with me and let me know he get a pass because the USBI was this close. So when I ran across this throwback clip, with that in mind, I said, let's react to it. So with no further ado, let's see what 4 extras and these non-affiliates.
You mentioned your
man, he don't owe me like, you know what I'm saying? We did a business transaction, but the homie from 6 Deuce who called in a request has good constant access to legal marijuana in large amounts. And based on the fact that I was able to put that fire out, he told me at that time he had a QP for me. I've yet to receive it because it's crazy.
Blocking your OGs and coming up,
like a year, over a year.
You know what's some history with your block? Like how long have you guys been around? You know,
we've been around since the 70s. We came out in the 70s. That's before I was born.
Not the entire thing, but my bloodline, my cousins, my big cousins, my families are co-families are the Ave sections of the folks, Bobcat, Chestnut, and Haley. Neighborhood to neighborhood. Before cripping and neighborhood and gangbanging had developed the structure that Chestnut, Haley, Bobcat, go do your research.
We came out in the 70s. I was born in 88, but we came out in the 70s. You know what I'm talking about? We got 4 cliques. We got the Westerns, the Avenues, the Park, the Dark. You know what I'm saying? It's 4 cliques to it. You know what I'm saying? So it started way before my time.
4 cliques to the 40s. That's Folsom.
You know what I'm saying? And I love my hood. And my area stretched from Crenshaw to Fig, 49th to King. So you know what I'm talking about? My older homies made a foundation for us over there, you know what I'm talking about? For we can grow up and walk them streets, you know what I'm talking about? And that's the reason why I'm from my hood, why I'm here today. All my family is from my hood. You get what I'm saying? And my cousins, you know, my older cousins, it was there back in the days when it started, so you know.
What's it like growing up with a family that's heavily involved in gangs?
Shit, I would think, to me, I would think everybody from South Central family is involved in some type of gang, some way, somehow, because LA is based off gangs.
Facts, encountering this, understanding, overstanding, understanding. Currently, with an 18-year-old son preparing for prom, as square as that, anything we looking at, nothing to do with gangs. Remember at one point, I was talking 20 years back when my Instagram page used to be all blue. He happened to mention that he saw it. I saw you like that. He was like, yeah, Dad, but you know, somebody might think you're in a gang. One of the cutest moments as a parent ever. However, because of his dates, she has no gang affiliation. But because of the families and connections, it's something to consider where we're going to have this actual type prom champagne party shit. So that's a thing out here in LA.
So ain't no such thing you come from LA and your family not involved in something. No matter if you from Compton, Watts, Inglewood, South Central, Hawthorne, downtown, you know what I'm talking about? Everybody is involved in something because South Central is involved in gangs. You know what I'm saying? That's where gangs started at, in South Central. You know what I'm saying? So no matter how you look at it, somebody family is tied to something.
It's very deep in the culture.
Yeah, it's deep in our culture.
It's
You know
hard
what
to
I'm
get,
saying? But it
hard
go
to get
way back,
around.
go way back before our time. You know what I'm talking about? You got our histories, you got the Panthers way before gangs, you know what I'm saying? You're talking about you got the Black movement way back then, you know what I'm saying? It goes way back deep. So
Well, I meant it more like just LA culture in general.
yeah, well, Panthers was in LA too. So, but yeah,
right.
The last time you seen four lectures on the platform, sitting there calm, collected, and just talking like this. I ain't seen this in a while.
LA, you know what I'm saying? But it's a lot, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, you know what I'm talking about? It's like it helps our community. Gangs, you know what I'm talking about? They not there to terrorize, you know what I'm talking about? Gangs, look out for their community. That's why I look out for my community, where I come from. You know what I'm talking about? What area you come from, that's what you look out for, your area. You know what I'm saying? We look out for our areas. So, that's how I go.
Does any of your family ever become ops, or did you have to grow up with any family ops?
No, that's the crazy part. None of my families became no enemies. All my family is homies.
That's deep.
That's the crazy part about it. All my family.
That is a very unique scenario, I believe, because us can be out here fucking. Uncles, your daddies, your mamas, aunties, they be having relationships with people from all over. So eventually the families bleed and intertwine. That's deep.
Members is like all homies that we get along with. And that's the crazy thing. That's the crazy thing. I don't got no enemies in my family.
That is crazy.
That's crazy.
Because I made a lot
That's
of
crazy. Somebody
I ain't seen this side of his personality in a long time. I forgot Cuz to just be this calm and cool. That's crazy.
He asked me that before. That's crazy. I have no enemies in my family. I got all homies in my family.
That's deep.
Well, now you're getting out of jail. I mean, now you've been out of jail. You've been out of jail a while, man. Do you have any kids?
No. Shit. But I'm about to make some for sure.
Make some kids.
That's deep. Because I go to my IG, I reshared on my story a picture of him and his baby this morning. He got some kids now.
What are you gonna do if your kid wants to get in the streets, man?
First off, I'm not teaching my kid to game banging at all. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put my kid through school, like my dad did try to do us, put us in school and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna try to make sure and let them know education is the key. You get what I'm saying? And let them know for sure this ain't the route to take. You know what I'm saying? And put them in some sports. And if I have a girl, put her in some movies or some tennis.
I don't know how much for extra knows about football, but I believe he missed his calling. He looked like he could have been a linebacker. He got the aggressiveness, the build, the size, and the enjoyment for contact and physical. However, I think he would be a great coach, depending on his knowledge and interest in football.
Stuff. You get what I'm saying? But if my son grow up in school and he want to grow up in life, You know what I'm saying? And he hang with some friends that gang bangs at his school, and he trying to take that route. I'm gonna sit him down. I'll have a talk with him.
That's a decision at a certain point you have to make, not as a father, but as an uncle. That my nephew, Bill Marty, now Tiny Spider, when he was born, his father was in prison. So that's hands-on, just like for my grandbaby. Every day he was here when she was born, he left buried there shortly thereafter. So I'm hands-on like her father. She left before she was 1. She's 6. So but as was with my brother's son, first couple years of his life, my brother was in the pen. He was hands-on. So, of course, I raised him as little boy nephew. He fell victim to the environment, like many of us, myself as well. Eventually, I had to accept the fact that he was Tiny Spider from 970 East Coast. And my conversation shifted from don't do to it's done like this. Oh, my mama, you're not going to just, of course, you're going to do everything you can to try to deter them from making certain decisions. But once they make certain decisions, you ain't going to sit back and not place their boots on how it's done. What they do with your lace and moving forward, that's on them. Anyway.
And I'm going to let them know what comes with that life. You get what I'm saying? Because one thing about a kid, I learned in life growing up, if you tell a kid he can't do something, he going to do it. That's one thing I learned. If you tell a kid he can't do something, if you tell a kid, hey, don't pick that jug up right there, he gonna be like, all right. You gonna walk off, he gonna go back to pick it up. It's a kid. You know what I'm saying? So you can't tell a kid, be too much harsh on your kid to not do it in life. Because you keep him trapped, he's gonna do it. And you don't want it, you rather teach him and show him what comes with that instead of let him doing it on his own. You get what I'm saying? So I'd rather sit my kid down and show him, like, this is how it's going to be, and this what comes with it. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you're going to take that journey, you get what I'm saying? This what comes with that. Death and jail. This what comes with it for sure. Death and jail. All the fame, the females, and the money, and the cars, and all that, but death and jail is at the end. I'm going to let them know that. But if you take this route right here with the school, success, buying houses, and having a good life comes with this.
Oh, my mama, he going on the building. Shout out to Count Capone. If you want to see the rest of Arch's comments on this subject, go over to Count Capone and check it out. I just really wanted to react to the portion about non-affiliates because I have had an experience with FOASers and a non-affiliate. Feel me? My partner from the East Side 60s, cuz. Break bread. Oh, my mama, just plug you with Lupe. Put some more money in your pocket. Let me get that greenery. E-double.
Let me get you on camera. Where you from?
California.
No, for real. No, serious though.
Watts, baby.
I know where you from though. Where you from?
Eastside PJ Watts.
I'm from Grace 2 out, nigga.
Right.
They call you, homie?
Big Slice.
Big Slice?
Yes, yes.
All right, nigga. They call me Puto, cuz.
Right.
Wasn't that personal? Big shout out to SPI, Spotter Low. You know, I'm in the black box. Had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned. All that.